to some degree the impact of your father passing and insurance in relation to that. So, I would love to hear maybe what could you share with our listeners about just the value of the insurance in general and how that does create the peace of mind for you that you've kind of done. Can you expand on that to some degree?
Yeah, I guess the insurance, when I first applied, Vernon did a great job explaining the process to me. And, I'm diving into the benefits. And now I'm also diving into, I can use this while I'm still living for my family as well. And understanding how cash flow is really happening in our lives. And I was like, this is amazing. The insurance, I was not in the perfect health when I did my insurance. So I would say it had that big effect on my health. It gave me a kick in the ass to be better and go to the future, so I can plant that next tree.
Mhm.
So I'd say that was a huge realization for me, and just keep you working harder. Um, Now, I've just recently started building my banking system. I just have the one policy, but I really didn't need the money, but I'm practicing. Um, yeah.
But it makes it all the more worthwhile when you look at it down the road, when you can turn around and go, look at all the progress I've made. Like that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. And think about your going to the infinite banking concept for a moment. So what would be one of the, I guess, the key advantages that stood out for you where you thought, okay, I've got clarity. I know that I want to do this. What was that one big advantage that jumped out at you?
Well, I would say was real estate. I've been studying real estate for a while. I've been trying to uh, take some action onto it, and been taking my time with it. Haven't found the right mentor with it. Uh, but now that's evolving. And now, as the policy is growing bigger and I see that cash flow daily, I was like, oh my God, I needed 10 of these 10 years ago. But the real estate aspect of how I can control some money, we just had a recent spike with the interest rate in Nelson's book. There he is again, right in the same kind of timeline. He went through that in the 80s. He solved that problem in the kneeling position at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I was there with him, I think, just a couple of years ago.
Attending, family banking summits and you came out to Edmonton, you came down to Vancouver. They were similar, but also very, very different. Just those two events alone. And, not everyone who attended those events, because we did them in multiple cities all over the country, had a chance to maybe experience them the same. So each event was different. So I'm curious, maybe if you could just share with our listeners, what was the experience of attending one of those events like? What was something that you kind of took away from that experience? And then also, what would you say was different about, say, the two different events that you went to?
Um, I think the first event too, I was already a policyholder. Um, then I wanted to find other policyholders to network, and I wanted the message reinforced to me, or you guys are experts, so I want to be encompassed around you and sparking more. It just sparks more imagination, and each time I think I went to the second one, it was getting clearer. I was getting a clearer picture on the process and my own objectives and goals, and what this policy could do for my family, and or a system of policies could do with my family. Um, Hearing from the people that are experts at it and have more than 10 policies in place. I only got 76 more to go. I'll catch Jason. Um, he was probably on 80 right now. Um, the networking, I got a great relationship going with a client of, one of Sarblo's clients, Teresa Dugan. Has been so wonderful. She is so inspiring to me. She's 68 and she's still going at it, like wanting to make money and secure her life and make life good for her kids. And so that's the person I was hoping to meet, an elf, easy, lucrative, and fun.
Uh,
And so a lot of positive energy is in these summits, and finding another hoop or another domino that connects with your objectives and your goals.
Okay, so you want to keep the wealth in the family. I get it. I hear you. Me too. That's why we wrote this book, Don't Spread the Wealth. Everyone tells you that you want to spread the money, spread the wealth around. No. You don't want to do that. You want to keep the money in the family with the people you love and care about where it belongs for as many generations as possible. That's what we talk about in this book. In this book, we have an incredible 15-page bonus you can download, which instructs you on how to start the conversation with your family on annual family banking meetings, how to host them, some sample exercises, and a sample agenda. Tons of amazing, great benefits. Go ahead, get a copy right now. Head on over to Don't Spread Wealth. That's don'tspreadwealth.com. Don'tspreadwealth.com. You're going to love it.
Have a chance to let everyone know what's coming up. With the next video is we want to find out a little bit more about who it is that you would most want to be a hero to.
Who do I want to be a hero to? Well, I would say my little girl, most definitely. And this is my why. I always show Vernon the picture of my little girl. Of course, she's much bigger now. She's 10, but that's the picture that I got on my desk whenever I'm in this office, and I've learned more about finances and life circumstances and how to pivot and navigate through these things more in the last 2 years than I ever had.
That's incredible. And, to any viewer or listener who is at some point in their journey of discovery of this concept, what are some additional words of advice that you would share that might help them along that journey of learning?
Yeah, it takes the concept, I guess, is taught, not taught.
Yeah.
And me, I caught it right away and was very passionate about it.
Well, for me, I'm just thinking like Scott, it's actually been a little bit since we've connected. So I know when you first got the ball rolling, we connected a whole lot, and I'm glad we got a chance to connect today. So I'll definitely reach out, and we should maybe do a catch up and just get connected, see where you're at with things. And I would love to hear Scott, if you had a specific um, thing as it relates to implementing the process. Like, do you have a specific, you kind of shared some things earlier about, your personal situation, your wife and things like that. Like, is there one thing that you could isolate that you would say is your biggest win, specifically as it relates to implementing the process?
Mm. Biggest win, it's created a lot of interest, and people want to find out more about it, like within my family unit. So it's actually drawn my family into more financial discussions, and how we include each other in not so much financial decisions, but opportunities. Um, with the process of that book and Joe Polish's 25K membership is basically almost like developing within my family now. It's like
How about that?
a two
Wow.
there's a 2K group, and that will turn into a 5K group, and so on and so on. And that's the power of the policy as well, because everything is growing. Whole life is your whole life. It's impacted my relationships with my family, my friends, anybody that's had the inclination to let's take a second look at this, or I'm listening, and how does this benefit the whole? And the people that see that, they're very happy on this. I guess we connect things as we want to see instant gratification, and we want to see something happen.